shiny unicorn.
Yeah.
It's wonderful with pastel colors like our backdrop. I mean, wonderful. Love this. It matches with me. I'm a happy girl. I'm a Jigglypuff girl.
Oh yeah, you need the bow up a little bit more so we can see it.
It's true.
I have no colors on me today. You're very colorful.
You do though. This is such a nice orange.
The orange is good, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good Charizard one.
It's the best I can get.
No, it's great. I love it, especially with the buttons. They're Pokeballs.
I know this jacket is so cool. I don't know if I can turn around.
Look at the
It's got the Charizard.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
I don't think I've ever turned around on broadcast before. This is weird.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
I love that, Chef.
I know, this jacket's great. I was just saying though, of course we're here in Anaheim, in SoCal, in my home, not quite city, but you know, I live like 30 minutes away from here. I don't get a chance to wear this. I bought this jacket 3 years ago, and I've worn it maybe 3 times, and 2 of them have been for events. So I'm glad that I get this opportunity, but it is very, very hot. And we do get a chance to see these teams here. Aegis Flames right now. On the other side, we got to see Zeta, and Zeta, such a powerful team. I felt like I was talking so much about Aegis Flames, but Zeta, they are a team that Japan is really looking to win Worlds with, and they would love to 2-peat.
Oh, yeah, the 2-peat is definitely what it's going for. Not having Fennel just brings such attention to Zeta Division. Into our draft we go for Zeta Division on purple side versus Aegis Flames on the orange. And already the bans have come through. Your jacket is not going to be in play.
I know. I feel like this was actually a really good day if I'm looking at encounter rate, right, for me to wear this jacket.
It's true. You're up there.
This might be the most Charizard we've ever seen in a tournament. But unfortunately, we're not seeing it. We're just encountering it. So we'll see what we see as far as actual picks. You know, another flying fire monster right now is Ho-Oh, who has been just so good in every game we've seen it.
So good. It's insane how we saw it had been nerfed and still being so relevant as it is in regards to like creating space with the flamethrower and just having that much like burn on the enemies. Rekindling Flame is just the most unique Unite move that we have, and it just allows for so much good play. Right, speaking of a powerhouse, we have Suicune for Aegis Flames, and of course that has to be their priority.
Yeah, Suicune and Ho-Oh, honestly, we just saw them both at the top of the encounter rate, I believe, altogether. So it certainly makes a lot of sense. Or, I'm sorry, it's top of the pick rate, actually, because encounter rate was Latios, I think. But players, by the way, Tomato playing on Ho-Oh could end up not playing Ho-Oh. We've seen it more of like a support pick for a lot of these teams, but Tomato is an incredible player. I mean, obviously, everybody on Zeta is amazing, but I'm just a huge fan of watching Tomato. Also, being named Tomato and having red hair is a great, great bit. But I just am excited to see what that's going to be. And almost certainly, I think after seeing the rest of these picks, that will be Tomato on the Ho-Oh. Yeah,
it feels like so. So rounding out this draft, we have the Ho-Oh, the Leafeon Serena. So a lot of grass type, look at that. With the Comfey and the Zoroark for Zeta Division, while Aegis Flames is going for the Suicune, the Clefable, the Aegislash, the Buzzwole, and the Absol. Ooh, I'm kind of favoring top lane for Aegis Flames on this one.
I'm just glad that they actually chose Aegislash as the name Aegis Flames, right?
I mean, yes, wonderful, love it.
Yes, they absolutely
hope it works.
But top path, I almost think certainly. I feel like almost any time that you do have Buzzwole, you're leading in top path. I feel like Zacian might be an option that can really handle the early game against Buzzwole, but not many other options. So I do think this is going to be a little bit more of like a slow game for Zeta Division. They've got some early game strength, but they really are clearly betting on this like Comfey and the Zoroark combo that we actually haven't seen yet so far, I believe, this weekend. Obviously, that's one of the strongest combinations in history. It's not as strong as it maybe once was, so we'll have to see how Zeta actually does with it. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah, because like you said, they also have the versatility of having the Zoroark. Oh, I did a Spriggle. A Zoroark. There we go. And the Leafeon for that early game just control if they could assert in that, because, of course, on the other side, they also have a very strong squad for Aegis Flames. And you kind of need still a while to guarantee that some of those Pokemon are going to come online when the Buzzwole is just so strong. So into this game one, we're looking to, wait, what? Oh, all right. For a second, I was like, wait, why is Comfey jungle? No, it's just support helping out in the central.
Well, lots of interesting things as far as these go. We are going to have the Serena eventually. It's not in Serena yet. Down in the bottom path. That's a really, really interesting choice, not one that you usually see. As a little bit more of either a center area or a top path Pokemon. So you can see right now, it's just bouncing along and being supported by this Ho-Oh, which is going to be a great, great, great path partner. At the moment, they're pretty far ahead, but there's going to be a little bit of a slow path, I think, on bottom. Though they're, you know, the legendaries here are quite strong, but we're not going to see Aegis Slash and Serena really at full strength until they are their full evolutions.
Yeah, we have a 3v3 here with the Zoroark and the Absol gathering around. It feels like Vitopo is going to go to maybe rotate to the top side inside. Oh, all right. So we're looking at an encounter here. They're going to see each other. Zoroark going in for the... Oh, all right. Doesn't have that range. You still don't have that magical leaf. You don't have the grass knot on the comfy, so you're not going to be able to do more. 4 people here on the top side for Aegis Flames. Love this rotation. They get all the swapplers.
Oh, this is a 4-stack pushing top, and not a whole lot of defense as it was this solo Leafeon up top. I did like this choice, though. Leafeon does well, you know, if it was going to be just a Buzzwole. Unfortunately, Buzzwole and the crew are a little bit much for just one evolution, and now they're not just happy with that. They're going to keep on going down, take every Pokemon that they see. As Aegis Flames, I mean, this is a very huge statement. Obviously, they can get fought back here, but the confidence to push in on Zeta Division like this in Game 1 of Worlds, I love it, and look at that.
Yeah, and they get another one as well with this invade. Now still trying to push, but Rom will counter down on the Tharas, and they're gonna go down at the end. So at least Zeta, we know, they have the map control awareness, right, to be able to make those comebacks. Now with the 8-minute mark, Altaria in the central area, they're also going to be fighting over those, while here on the bot side, just trying to stack as much as possible for Vitopo. Ooh, look at that. The Buzzwole's going to go down, and that's going to be Rom chasing out for Leozine as well. Oh, he just flames. What happened?
I mean, it would look like they were doing really well, but of course you have to remember that's them doing well not against their main combo, which is going to be the Zoroark and the Comfey. So finally they got to play a little bit, and you only need to play a little bit with that combination to make a big difference, and so things are starting to even up. I mean, points lead definitely Zeta Division's favor. Points scored altogether pretty high for this early in the game, only the 7-minute 20 mark, and they're fighting their way back. Ooh, they're going to be going all the way in. Okay. Oh, maybe fly back? Nope, Tomato. Oh, not quite getting all the way over. That's actually a little bit scary, but maybe they tried to fake it out. I'm not sure exactly what that was, just a different decision, but they're still going to hang out over there. We've seen a lot of invading Ho-Ohs so far, so not a big surprise that we're going to see it a little bit. It's a little bit later in the game, but might as well just check to see what you can get.
It does have a very good, like, controlled burn damage, like, maintained throughout the time, like a DPS, right, damage over time. So that's pretty good to try to maintain not just the damage on the enemy, but also on the buff. Now going out with a Super Soul Slam. Into the air they go as well. And Rom will take the Clefable down. Still trying to get something here, but Aegis Flames is just falling at the seams. There's the Psycho Cut. Now having to retreat. The Absol's not going to be able to do more, and Tharas goes down as well. 2 KO Shriek goes to Vitopo, and, well, Zeta is just doing what we would expect of them. They're really just dominating right now, and maybe getting Aegis a little bit destabilized.
They're playing exactly their game plan. Even though the very beginning, the very first, I would say maybe 2 minutes of the game didn't exactly go Zeta Division's, well, you know, favor. They knew exactly what they were able to give up without giving up their main strength, which is currently this level 11 Zoroark. Okay, I'm going to stop saying it that time. But yeah, it's level 11 now, and that is leading the game by a full level, and that is already very scary. The Aegis Slash, though, I think once it gets to be very powerful, will be a pretty scary, I don't want to say potential counter, but it's going to be a very difficult target to take down for the Zoroark. So it is starting to hit its kind of big power spike, you know, its evolution, its Unite move. We'll see once we get into these next team fights, what chance they're going to have. No, it's Shadow Claw.
Oh, interesting. All right, so we're going out for another fight here in the Aegis Flames jungle with the Flower Fuse Forever. That Zeta Division maintaining themselves so healthy, and Rekindled Flame as well. They leave no chance to breathe for Aegis Flames. They are definitely burning down. Those flames are just absolutely terrifying from the Ho-Oh, and this combo is just huge from Zeta.
All you have to say, fight fire with fire.
Basically.
It's working pretty well. Fight flames with flames.
Exactly.
And surprisingly, the scariest damage in that fight may not have been Vitopo. It might not have been Zoroark. It might have just been Tomato on this Ho-Oh.
I think so too. Yeah. Which is nuts to think about. But here we are. Right, and with Aegis Flames positioning for this bottom Reggie, having a good control of the area with the Whirlpool coming from Antares. Now Rom is not going to try to contest this one, so it's a good rip from Aegis Flames as they can continue to try to push forward, while Tommy will get the reverse Reggie Alecki on the top side. Still trying to push some more. Clefable does get a go. But we have the Regieleki on the top side that was taken. Oh my word, this is just butting down so quickly, and it's just flying out swords and fists everywhere. And what is remaining is not the bug, it's the queen.
Was that necessary to use the Unite move right there? Come on, you just took down all...
It was for the style.
It was. Honestly, we did get a double KO there from Buzzwole, so that was actually pretty close to a turnaround. However, I don't think it was necessarily necessary. You are at the 4-minute mark, so maybe you just want to use it and just, you know, build it back while you can, waste less time. However, that was a great fight win for Zeta. They're still, I mean, look at this. Tomato is basically just living in their center area. I don't know when the last time Tomato was on the left side of the map was.
Yeah, I guess this is like it. It's a little comfy on that side. Oh, no pun intended. But yeah, one thing I was going to say is just how, while that was happening, we also had not just the Leafeon taking down the Regieleki, but, oh, just hold that, because it feels like Zeta might have been caught here. Infinite ice spikes coming through, but the damage from the Zoroark is insane. Vitopo chasing out for Antares, and it's just so close to taking down them as well. 3 KO streak and 50 points for the Leafeon, because we saw all the goals destroyed. We're in home goal already.
Oh my goodness, that was a juicy carrot on a stick that they went to go and bite, and unfortunately they were punished for it. Same thing here. I don't know how much they want to actually chase. They do have the numbers advantage, but Vitopo alone took down basically 3 members in that last little engagement. The moment that they thought they were going to get that nice, I mean, it was a nice, like, kind of catch, right? Catching that Serena. However, the moment that they all grouped up, the moment Absol was like, okay, it's time I can go in, it's safe, and then all of a sudden it was just like dash through, dash through, dash through, dash through, and Vitopo was like, okay, thank you for the KO.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Ooh, but we're going to see that being said by Aegis Flames by taking Serena once again, but he's closer to the final stretch. Still a little ways away. There's still 10 seconds for them to respawn, allowing the Aegis Flames to have an opening and take the Regieleki top. Although, can they and should they commit to pushing to top side though?
I don't know. I mean, the points lead is huge. We are about to hit the final stretch. I mean, big note is the levels. We just see level 15 for Vitopo, and actually the highest level in the entire game was Tomi, hitting 15 at about the 3-minute mark, which is ridiculous. However, they're actually starting to push in and fight. That's already 1 member down.
Okay, and that's a huge member as well as the Ho-Oh. You're not going to have the Rekindling Flame in 3 seconds for the Rayquaza to spawn. There's Vitopo coming out as well. They have the Comfy on the back. Now Tomi getting chased by that Fly LZ, and they're going into the pit. That's pretty much a lot of action going on, and we're seeing the rip. No, we're not. So we're still going to go for this fight here. LZ will be finished because Vitopo just has so much damage. There's another one. Unfortunately, Dual Games is also going to go down, and Zeta Division with a 4 KO streak for Vitopo on the Zoroark will push for the win.
That was surgical. That was absolutely beautiful. They took down 3 members. They saw that there was only a Clefable left that was kind of standing as far as secure, so they actually dealt with the Clefable because that Unite move can be amazing secure. And then they turned around and united the final member, which was that Buzzwole, with Serena, just to make sure that things were all closed up. 0% chance that Aegis Flames were making that comeback. Almost did with that great start. They are going to have a little bit of fight in them here at the end, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Minute 5 left, and I always hate to say it when there's a minute left, but this one is certainly in the bag for Zeta.
Yeah, 500 points odd. Now 600 odd points ahead is definitely a lead. Now we're looking at them just having just the movement, you know, the momentum, so they're not gonna go cold for game 2 because there's still plenty to be played. But this one, like you said, wrapped in the back for Zeta Division. It just does take 2 members of Zeta down, but that's quite a lot of points that you have to surpass to actually come back. But Zeta over the wall should be okay, just poking out, just saying, I'm staying here up in the fence. That's all right. If I go down, that's okay. I don't mind it. And there's gonna be a gravity on them down as they are knocked out.
Yeah, they're not even trying to win at this point. They're just playing around for fun in the fights, you know, as these last few moments are happening. They would, even if they had 100 in pocket for every single, or sorry, 50 in pocket to score 100 for every single person on their team. If they had 100 in pocket, they would be disqualified because that's cheating.
That's not true. That is illegal.
That is illegal.
That is wrong.
But a great first game for Zeta Division. However, I will say, despite the fact that obviously at the very end it was a very clean win